Hello, welcome back to Black Guy 73. About 2 months ago, you had black people all on social media saying black people can't get COVID-19. You had black people believing they couldn't get COVID-19. So so they're saying black people kept on doing what they wanted to do. Partying, barbecue, meeting up for card games and all that kind of stuff. Once again, black people have failed black people with lies. Do y'all know in a lot of these states, blacks are dying and being affected by COVID-19 than any other race? All because y'all want to listen to a few people saying blacks can't be affected by COVID-19. Y'all need to check out the stats of saying what's going on in Milwaukee. What I said, 80% of the death of COVID-19 is black. Same as New York, same as Chicago. But y'all still want to go with that narrative that black people are immune to COVID-19. Who came up with that crap? Saying black people are immune to COVID-19. Y'all need to go online and go back and look for that darn thing and have them arrested for spreading a false narrative. And black people, you need to stop listening to these darn people on social media saying it's a city jump. We got older people who listen to this same old crap saying black people are immune to COVID-19. COVID-19. How can you move forward when you got the elders falling for the same old crap? The elders should know better. Like, yo, shut this trap up. Shut this mess up, man. Y'all go home. I was just looking at a Facebook post. There was one of them groups about, it wasn't them black American groups, I mean. There's this older lady, she got to be in her 60s. She wrote talking about, I'd rather die having, she said, I'd rather die having fun than being stuck in the house. What kind of mess is that? Well, she and her sisters, this is an older black lady, live in Georgia, saying some crap like that. But she kept on writing. She wrote it under somebody else doing comment. Then she made a comment with the same thing, like she was spitting some bars or something. Like she just gave you the recipe for the fountain of youth. She just kept on saying the same old crap. Then when they showed on the stats, we're talking about the stats, talking about, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They always say don't believe something. Kind of darn crap it is. Black people going around town, they don't believe it. All these damn black people dying in New York and Chicago and all over the United States, and you still talking about you don't believe it. It's an asinine, man. They always like, it's just white man try to bring that disease to us. Come, bull crap statement it is. The white man bringing disease to one. Darn near the whole world been affected by COVID-19. Oh man. Sometimes it's a shame. I don't even want to say it. I'm gonna regret it when I say it. But y'all should do y'all own research instead of listening to these damn people telling y'all you're immune to a freaking virus. There's no virus out here that one person or one race are immune to. They were showing in the low income part of Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, they were showing that Majority of the people who are affected by COVID-19 are blacks. Majority of the cases you see in the city of New York are black people. Majority of the people you see dying in the city of New York are black people. Y'all still gonna fall for that same old crap saying black people are immune to it. What is it? Black people in North ain't immune to it? Black people in the Midwest ain't immune to it? Come on. Stupid narrative right there. Don't make no sense. You sometimes with some black people, you can't get it through their head unless you talking to them like they're a little child. You have a normal conversation with like, hey man, y'all see that junk? I am killing people. Y'all need to stay at home. But it ain't happened to us. Do you know anybody in our neighborhood that don't pass from the COVID-19 or even got it? It ain't happened to us. So we don't have nothing to worry about. They ain't our problem until it becomes their problem. And then they say, oh, nobody didn't tell me about it. Shut up. You don't even have to, for the people who don't look at the news, you don't have to look at the news. On every social media network, they talking about COVID-19 and the effect they have. Yep. Sometimes, no, not sometimes. A lot of times you got to talk to these older adults more aggressive than you talk to the children. At least the children can comprehend what's going on. They understand why they out of school. You know, they understand why the school don't shut down for their own safety. But when they go home, they got these doing ignorant, I don't want to curse, people at home telling them to go outside and play with their friends, and or they take them to a party, or they tell them they getting ready for Easter and hang out with the family. Are these people, are y'all scared to be alone? Are y'all scared to not be around people who gonna toot your horn or something? Are you afraid? It's a shame that in some of these projects, the police got to go through the project to break up a gathering of a lot of people. Because these dumb people still want to just sit out there and just hang out. Like, the club ain't closed, but we still can drink and have fun here. It's a shame that the police got to get on you to make you go home or bring you through alleys and stuff. It's a shame. Then you brag about the police couldn't get up. We were too fast, fella. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I love black people. I don't condone some of the stuff black people do. Like, this is a simple thing. It says stay at home. Or stay away from people. Go to work. Go buy your clothes. Not buy your clothes. Go buy your groceries. Put gas in your tank. Come home. You got a family, or you stay with your family or something. Hang with your family at home. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. I be at home with my family. You know, sometimes we get on each other's nerves, but shoot, we don't dislike each other's company that we need to go out there and hang with some people who could be affected. You got to talk, man. It's a shame you got to talk to these. And the reason I'm saying black people, because I'm black, these are the people who I know. I don't care about now other race. I don't care about the Cajuns. I don't care about the Hispanic. I'm sure they got somebody in their own race having that talk with them. I'm sure somebody in their own race having that talk with them. I'm sure they're like, hey, the same thing I'm doing. Because in a lot of cases, black people ain't gonna listen to nobody but black people. I know I'm not a star or popular or celebrity, none of that stuff. I'm a regular person that live around y'all people who want to see y'all grow old. I want to see y'all grow old. I don't want to hear stories about, my boy down the street don't die. He had that COVID-19. Hmm. It's a shame, man. I'm gonna keep on talking. I'm gonna keep telling you, black people, stay at home. This ain't no splitting up race I'm talking about. I'm talking to these damn black people who think they can't be touched. And they fell for, oh, this is an old person disease. You don't have to worry about nothing. You turn out, and months later, oh, this is for people who are obese, and this is also for people who got diabetes or high blood pressure. Everything they said black people have, this is the same thing that you need to be careful of. All the symptoms. They said black people higher blood pressure, high obese, high diabetes. Every freaking thing they said you high in is some of the things you need to be aware of this COVID-19. But no, they ain't talking about us. They ain't talking about us. Not in my neighborhood. I know for a certain, all my people clean. I know it. They be holding it down. Nobody don't be coughing around us unless we smoking weed. I know this. You hear some stupid junk said like that? Run away from them people. Run away from them people. You don't have a vaccine. You don't have a cure. They using these people in the hospital as guinea pigs. I said it before in this video. They brought all them people back from overseas, from China and from Italy. They need to have test subjects. Now these black people are making it easier to be test subjects. I just read a darn article on Yahoo News talking about some doctors saying they're thinking some of the ventilators are causing more harm than helping the patients. You know who ain't gonna hear that? A lot of people who sit down and listen to the news or read the news. I know. You ain't gonna get through to a lot of people. A lot of people ain't gonna listen to nothing I'm saying. They might stand out. Who is that black joker? Who do you think he is? Talking to us like that. Talking about black people. Just talking like black people are ignorant or something. Listen to him. You know they're gonna flip the narrative. You know they're gonna flip it. When you start touching the doing spot and they doing heart or brain, they're gonna flip it. Look at him. Who you think he is? You think he ain't black? Give me your black card. I bet you one of them people that hang around Caucasians all the time. Listen to them. They're gonna flip it. Anytime you start making sense to them, and they the one doing wrong, they're gonna flip it. And guess what? And here come the choir coming in the same form. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Listen to him. He just black by color, but he ain't black. They're gonna flip it. So they don't want to hear it. They don't want to be alone. They don't want to be with their family. I'm gonna read some of this article. The article comes from the USA Today. It started off like this. It said Black Americans are overwhelmingly dying of the coronavirus at much higher rate compared to other Americans in some major cities. But most federal officers and states are not keeping track of releasing racial data on the coronavirus victim, raising concern about care for the nation's most vulnerable population. With the coronavirus case and related death soaring in cities with significant black population, including New Orleans, Detroit, and New York, civil rights groups, Democrat lawmakers, and the White House have all called on federal health officials to release racial data to ensure resources and information are reaching every community affected by the outbreak. President Donald Trump and Dr. Anthony, director of the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Disease, said during a White House briefing Tuesday that African Americans were being hit hard by the coronavirus, representing a tremendous challenge by the nation, according to the president. He quote, "We want to find a reason to this," Trump said, adding that the nation's data of race and coronavirus cases should be available later this week. I just told y'all what the reason is why a lot of black people are being affected by COVID-19. Because they don't believe they can be touched. They still want to party. They can't drink alone at home. The one that smoke can't smoke alone at home. They got to be with a group. They got to show that, hey, I'm still out here. I'm still in these streets. I'm still balling. That's why they can't do it. Dr. Anthony said existing health have made an outbreak worse for the African American community. He quote, "So we are very concerned about that. It is very sad. There is nothing we can do about it right now except to give them the best possible care to avoid complications." Less than a handful of states have released the information, including Illinois, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, North Carolina. The data from these states show blacks are dying at a higher rate compared with whites. This is a critical issue for us that we're raising and we're sounding the alarm, said Davis Jr., president of African American Mayor Association and mayor of Augusta, Georgia. In Illinois, for example, there were 12,262 coronavirus cases Monday and 307 deaths. According to the State Department of Public Health, of the confirmed cases, 29.4% was black, 27.5% was white, and 9.4% was Hispanic, and 3.34% is Asian, and 24.4% were left blank. Of the death, 42% was black, 37% were white, 7.5% was Hispanic, and 7% was blank, and 4.2% were Asian. But roughly 15% of the state population is black, while whites make up 77% of the state, according to the census. In Michigan, the numbers were also bleak, with African Americans accounting for just 14% of the state population, but 33% of COVID-19 cases and 41% of the death. In New York City, the coronavirus pandemic is killing Hispanics and African Americans at a higher pace compared to their compared to the rest of the city population, according to data issued Wednesday by Mayor Bill. Hispanics have accounted for 34% of the deaths in the city hardest hit by the crisis. Even though they represent 29% of the population, African Americans represent 28% of the death, higher than the 22% representations in the city population. The data shows, in contrast, with white New York City residents accounting for 27% of the death, lower than the 32% represented in the city population. And Asian represents 7% of the death, well below the 14% share of the population. In Louisiana, one of the hardest hit states in the country, 70% of the deaths related to coronavirus were African American and 29% was white. According to the state health department, as of Monday, there was 14,867 cases across the state and 512 deaths. African American make up 30% of the state population. In Louisiana, 70% of the deaths are black. Louisiana Governor John called that disturbing. He said, obvious, this is the big, and we're going to try to figure out what that is attributing to and what we can do about that as quickly as possible. That was said at a press conference Monday. What we can do? What can we do? What can y'all do? But they don't want to listen. African American may be vulnerable to coronavirus because many tends to suffer from underlying health conditions, including asthma, diabetes. But advocates are also worried that the minorities in the United States aren't receiving accurate information about the illness or access to testing. I disagree. Only way you don't not receiving information about this illness right here, what's going on, you don't want to know. Like I said earlier in the video, you can see it from Facebook. You log on Facebook, it's saying here goes the coronavirus information. You log into YouTube, it's saying here goes the coronavirus information. Same thing for Instagram and for Twitter. So if you don't want to know, you ain't trying to know. And the 24/7 news networks, basically that's all they talk about now. COVID-19. Like I said, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. The Center of Disease Control and Prevention said it is collecting racial data provided by state. Some of that data has not been complete and some has not been yet submitted. The agent is waiting for more information before it complies. A spokesperson told USA Today Tuesday that the CDC will release information about the COVID-19 hospitalization later this week that include data on race and ethics. Health experts advocated, civil rights groups and Congress lawmakers have also urged Human Service Secretary Alice to release nation data about race. Information about gender is reported, so why not race? Said U.S. Republican Robin Kelly. Chairwoman of the Congress Black Caucus Health, Kelly said the first person who died from coronavirus in Illinois was an African American woman. The fact will inform policy and programming and what resource are needed and where, said Kelly, who along with Democrat Representative of Massachusetts and Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey, and Harris of California and Elizabeth Warren of Massachusetts sent a letter to the Federal Department of Health and Human Services asking the agents to collect and release racial data. They said, we need to make sure we're prepared, Kelly told US Today. Sometimes, as parents and as elder of the community, we need to get on these social media sites where we know our children and cousins and friends of the family and people you grew up with We need to go in here and say, hey, y'all, we dying. Us black people are dying faster from COVID-19 than any other race. We need to get on these social media and use them for something and let these people know that black people are not immune to COVID-19. Bringing this to your community. You got two simple things they tell you to do. Stay indoors. That one. The second thing, stay 6 feet back from somebody else. And you should always, you shouldn't have to be told when you go to the store and come out, you got some hand sanitizer in your car, use your hand sanitizer. Immediately when you get home, get in there and wash your hands. Before all this took place, you know what I do? I did. Oh, what I do? I got a bottle of hand sanitizer. I did. I did. I got it in my door. And every time I come to the store, I wash my hand with the hand sanitizer. I get home, I wash my hand with soap. That was before the pandemic took place. Now, man, you people don't give me OCD. Don't give me OCD now, man. I want to wash my hand. I'm at home. When I touch something, I'm gonna wipe my hand. Like when I end this live screen and I shut my laptop off and my camera, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wipe my hand. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You know, sometimes you have to be up in their face. You're like, yo, I know you're a teenager, I know you're a young adult, I know you're an older adult. Wash your damn hand. Stop partying. You know, you're gonna drink with your family in your house. You want to smoke? Go out the back door and smoke something. You want to throw a barbecue? Do it with your family. You're a family of 4. You got 4 people coming to your barbecue. Simple math. You don't need to feed the whole neighborhood showing that. Oh, come on. I got the drinks, I got the food, and all that stuff. You don't need to do that. But some of y'all gonna do it anyway. And some of y'all gonna blame it on the black man. I mean the white man. And the black people. You're gonna blame it on the hospital. They ain't had a ventilation for my family. So your family stay at home. I know in some cases, you know, before, you know, they made this a pandemic and saying 50 people shouldn't gather, some of the people didn't have a choice. You know, they were at work, they were out and about. But now, are you still getting affected by COVID-19 because you hanging out with people? Just shake your head. I just shake my head. That's it. Hey, thank you for watching the video. Y'all be safe out there, man. Be safe. You common sense. If you haven't subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, hit the share button. I don't think I'm coming up and do another video today. But I'd like for y'all to be safe out there, man. Just simple thing. Love yourself. Be at home. You ain't missing nothing. You go out with these people, only thing you can do is be spending your money. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.